So you think you in love with me, but I'm not the girl of your dreams. Cause I've been rocking and dodging the beat of love. Baby, I'm not the one for you. I'm not letting you on cause you know my truth. But I know just what to do for you. Cause when that Jones come down, na 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 na, hey, ooh, na 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 na. When that Jones come down, nothing you can do about it.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to My Sister Circle. How is everybody tonight? Yay. Okay, because O is not here. You know, I usually turn to O and say, hey, hey, hey. But O is here. She's just on remotely. Hey, O.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Nee.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
So you guys know my guest host, Miss Nee, and you all know O, our host. We are happy to be here this evening. It is Thursday, our favorite day of the week. Ladies, can you both hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Turn me up just a little bit, Charlie, please, because I can't hear them really. Thank you. Now, can you say it again?
I hear you.
Perfect.
You hear me?
How is everybody? Okay, so guess what I didn't do while we were on, while our intro was coming on? I failed to share anything again. I do this every week. It's really getting bad. Hi, ladies. How are you guys?
Good.
Don't worry about it.
doing good.
Don't worry about it. I'm getting it together. Hi, ladies. I miss you guys. I wish you guys both were here in the studio with me.
Me too.
No, I
That's gonna
hate
be
not
lit.
being there.
But you guys look absolutely beautiful, and because of our amazing technology, we are able to come on remotely, and we are able to still do this from across the nations. As you guys know, I was in Chicago last week, and they were able to come on, and we were all able to be on the screen together. So I think it's really dope how technology is. Anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then
For
you
real,
guys
for
know
real.
Nia's in Atlanta. So that's just dope all the way around that you're able to even be on here with us, and you are out in Georgia.
Right.
Okay, so before we even go on, tell us about your background, because it's pretty dope back there, because I don't think I've seen that in a really long time. So
Oh, right. Like
come on.
I'm in my studio. The paintings that you see are all hand painted by me. So
Wow.
yeah, and I actually created this studio. I put all the soundproofing up, the stickers, the paintings, my vision boards back there. Well, actually, my detailed planning board. Yeah, and I just y'all can see this right here.
Let me see. Let us see. Wow. Okay.
Love it.
Beautiful. So
Yeah,
innovative. Okay. So innovative.
I
Come
had
decorate my
to.
office, please.
Man, listen, you know I will.
Please.
Girl, look, I should have moved this. Now look, it's all like,
So I
I
don't
will.
think we are on Facebook Live.
Really?
I don't. But that's okay. We're gonna keep on. We're gonna keep it moving. Y'all know how we do. We're gonna keep it moving, okay? Oh,
Why
how
we
was
not
your
on there?
Love me.
don't
She
no
like,
need.
why are we not?
No. Let's just keep it moving. Hey, oh, how was
Okay.
your week?
Hey.
Behave me.
I was just asking.
How was your week, oh?
Oh my God. It's been a crazy busy week. I literally
Mhm.
just got home from work. So here I am, but it's been a good week.
So, let me tell you guys about O. So, O, I can actually share the page from, actually, I can still share. Okay, but I'm going to still share it from your page. So, let me tell you about Oni and our viewers about O. So O text me, I want to say maybe 5 o'clock. Was about 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
and was like, I'm not gonna be able to make it to the studio, So in my mind, automatically, I'm like, okay, she's not coming on today. Cool. I sent her a message right back, and I said, I understand. She was at work late. Things happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, I understand. She sends me a message back. Sends me a message right back, like, no, really, like, you know, I really wish I could be there. And I'm paraphrasing, like, I really wish I could be there. I really want you to know that this and this, and I'm committed. I'm like, dude, you're the most committed out of all of us. Like, you're at every show, even when I'm not here. I'm just saying. But no.
Right.
But one of the things that I told her is be okay with being unavailable sometimes. You have to be okay with being unavailable sometimes, because sometimes things just happen. Sometimes you need mental health breaks. Sometimes things just happen at work, with your children, with life, and you have to be okay with being unavailable no matter what it is. Like, no matter what it is. Sometimes I'm unavailable to them kids. Like, hey, I need some time. You just gotta be and it's not you stopping being a mother. It's not you stopping being an artist. But hey, I need some time. I need a minute, and you have to be okay with being unavailable. So, just so you know, I can publicly say, you are committed. I know that you are faithful. I know that when you can be here, you're here. So don't ever think that you can't take some time off, because you can.
I know. I
Look
love
at
it
her,
so
but
much. I love. There's always this is like free therapy for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I love being there, and I want to make sure that I'm obedient and.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
We're not gonna be long before you.
Listen, okay, so we are gonna continue to move forward in this show because it is 7:12. We did come on a little bit late, so the first thing we want to do, you guys know what we like to do. We like to highlight a sister of the week. So that is the first thing we're gonna do. I had the opportunity. I text O and asked her. I said, "Oh crap, is it like my turn to pick both sister of the week and woman in business? Like, is it on me?" She like, "Yeah, I think so." I'm like, "Oh crap, it's Wednesday. What I'm about to do?"
Right.
So, listen, I thank God that he keeps me quick on my feet, because it was like, soon as I stopped texting her, it was like, okay, woman in business, boom, here's your woman in business. Like, he immediately gave me that. I was scrolling on Facebook, and I scrolled past a flyer for Sister of the Week. So I had the woman of business, so I moved on for Sister of the Week. So I was scrolling on Facebook, and I stopped, and I seen a flyer. I've seen this flyer numerous of times before, but you know, it stood out to me this day. I kept on scrolling after I read over the flyer again, and an hour later, my brother texted me, and he said, "Hey, can I nominate?" Now, this is the first time a guy has ever nominated. And my brother texted me, and he said, "Hey, can I nominate A and B?" And I was like, "Of course." And I told him, I said, "You know, I just looked at her flyer, and I stood there for a minute looking at it, and I'm like, okay." And I said, and I kept going, and here you are an hour later saying, "Can I nominate this person?" So I'm going to go ahead and go to our first sister of the week. Our first sister of the week is DJ Shea Butter.
Okay.
Hey, come on, DJ Shea Butter. Let me tag her.
Hey.
Let me see if I can get her tagged. Yes, I got her tagged in. All right, so DJ Shea Butter, she is a DJ. She's been a DJ, I want to say, a little over maybe 2 years now, maybe 3 years now. She is an incredible DJ. That is my brother's best friend since high school. Friends You Need is her nonprofit. She has started a nonprofit with her and her husband, where they are building in the community, and I really think it's an incredible thing that she's doing. She has a back to school fest coming around. Do you have the flyer for her back to school? Okay, can you show that for me? Okay, so DJ Shea Butter she's actually been doing some amazing things. You know, I seen her. So Friends You Need back to school rally is August 29th. So if you guys are around Gordon Park, or if you guys just go ahead and head to that park. I want to say Gordon Park is, I'm not going to say because I can't remember where it is. But you guys, the address is at the bottom. So you guys make your way out to Gorton Park. So she's not DJing this event. My brother is DJing this event. But listen, her events be off the chain. Every event that she's doing, she definitely puts her all into it. So one of the things that I know personally about her, even with being my brother's best friend, see, and I'm freestyling, y'all. Y'all don't know that, but I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all I'm freestyling because I told my brother, send me over what you want me to say. But he's a guy, and guys just do guy stuff. Charlie, guys just do guy stuff. I told him that twice, and he haven't sent it over yet. But I'm going to go ahead and freestyle this thing. So DJ Shea Butter, I know for sure that she does like a brunch, Sunday brunch, DJing down on the riverfront. She does that. She DJs at the Freight Yard. I couldn't remember. She DJs at the Freight Yard every Friday, for the last couple summers, I know for sure. So she's just amazing. She's a mother of two amazing boys. She's married. Her husband is amazing. So those are things I do know about her. But just to see her growth over the last 20-something years, just to see her growth, building a life with her family, spiritual growth, and actually seeing her doing the things that she's doing in the community. For me, that's why she stands out. You know, it's Anise said something earlier today. She said people are getting younger and younger with these businesses. They are. Yeah, they super dope. Just younger and younger. She gotta be 30. Yeah. Okay, because you much younger than Maul, right? I mean, much older. Okay, let me not use that word. Maul gotta be like, I don't know how old my brother is. He gotta be like 30. So she's gotta be in that age range. So Nee made that comment earlier though, and just was like, you know, it's just getting younger and younger, and they business owners are just she's a DJ. Okay, right. Doing things for the city. So that's just amazing. So congratulations, Shay, on being our sister of the week. And because I'm rambling a little bit, it's Jamal's fault that he didn't send me, you know, what he was supposed to send me. So I kind of had to impromptu, you know, I'm sorry.
Right. It's good. It's good.
You did good.
All right.
I listen. I'm like, okay, DJ.
Okay. Listen.
Okay.
Her now I do want you to put up her because she is a DJ for hire, so I do want you to put up her booking information, Charlie, please. put up her booking information, please.
Send her my music.
Okay.
Right.
Put up DJ Shea Butter
shameless
booking information.
Plug.
No, not shameless at all. I'll do that.
You better plug everywhere you can. What do you mean?
Okay. Did y'all the beginning when the Jones come down?
Exactly. All right. So no, don't worry about it. We can put it up at the end. So she is a DJ for hire. She has you can follow her on Instagram as I want to say it's DJ Shea Butter, and then on Facebook as DJ Shea Butter last name Hawkins, right? Davis. All right, she's married now. Oops. That's new to me. I'm sorry. DJ Shea Butter Hawkins. All right, so moving on. So our next sister of the week, because we got to hurry up and get to our woman of business. Okay, Brianna's there. Okay. So our next sister of the week, I do want you, you know what? Let's do Brianna and then the next sister of the week, because the part that I need to read is so long. And I didn't mean to say so long like that. Okay, cool. Hey, Bree. Hi, Niecy Pooh.
Hi.
So, Brianna, this is O, if you don't already know.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And then this is Nee.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So Brianna is our woman in business. We wanted to highlight her. Everybody that's watching,
Yeah.
she was
Awesome.
highlighted to be our woman in business because I've been watching Brianna for a while now,
Oh
just
my
shining in the fashion world. Not only in the fashion world, but just in ministry altogether. So to me, the ministry, it's business part in the ministry. So just the marketing and even she tapped into videography and photography. So she tapped into some of everything. But what I wanted to really shine a light on was her fashion career. I mean, her fashion career is completely blowing
You
up.
kind of make
So
me cry.
listen, I'm just
Aw.
I'm so I'm gonna go back to the comment that Nee made earlier, and Nee, I just said it. Nee said earlier. What you say, Nee?
Like people are getting younger and younger starting these businesses. But I said it because our parents was like, go to school, go to college, get a good
Yeah,
job, work for somebody. And then we saw it didn't really work.
Mm-hmm.
So like
that's right.
then the kids saw it didn't really work either. So they're like going out on their own ventures and doing what they feel like they have to do for themselves, and that's beautiful.
That's
It's
right.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So I want you to tell us about yourself, Brianna. And when you tell us about yourself, I really, we all want to be humble and telling what we have accomplished and our accolades. We really do. We all want to. We're not everybody, but all of us
Yeah.
here. We kind of talk about ourselves in such a humble way. It kind of devalues who you really are and what you really have
Oh.
accomplished. So I want you to sell us. That's what I want you to do.
Oh my
Brag
gosh.
on you, boo.
Brag
Brag
on
on
you. That's
Don't
you.
right.
don't diminish your light. Let it glow. Don't
Right.
diminish.
It's
It
Glow.
welcomed.
is that is it's funny that you said that because it's what you said is so true. It's so hard because you don't until this year I say because my mom has always told me, Brianna, you are going to be a star. Embrace it.
Come
Don't dim
on.
your light for anybody else.
For
And I'm the type of
real.
person that believes we're all stars. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
can be a star, and really embracing who I am now and walking in that. And not being sorry that I am great and that oh my God, even now saying it is like, oh my gosh, but that I
Yes, I
am
get
great
it.
and embracing who God has truly called me to be. And I feel like the longer that I do fight that, and not even in just more so, like you said, it's not being arrogant or cocky. It's just walking in the authority that God has given me,
Mm-hmm.
and truly being that. And the more I fight that, the longer it'll prolong someone else's process. So in
Mm.
this year, what I have been practicing is being me, embracing who God has called me to be, in the differences that I have, in my flaws, and in the greatness that
Yes,
He
the
has called me
greatness.
to,
That's
and
a
that
good
I am
word.
walking in. So yes, my name is Brianna Warren. I am 23 years old. I am a fashion designer. I love fashion. That's just one of the many things that I do. But since we're on here talking about fashion, I am going to stick directly to that because that's the first love that I have, one of the first loves. But I'm a fashion designer. My brand is Divinity Fashions. It promotes unique clothing to stand to for people to stand out, be them, and to be free. And I just want everyone to look upon my brand, and because it's custom pieces, I want them to be able to wear it and feel comfortable in being who they are called to be, unapologetically. I want them to be able to wear it and embrace their uniqueness. And no piece that I make will be the same, even if people
Mm.
ask me to recreate looks, but no piece that I make will be the same purposely because none of us are made with the same purpose, even if we're all doing similar things. If we all were to have a t-shirt line on this show right now, it still would be different. Even if we had the
Hmm.
same title, same thing, it's still no possible way for us all to be the same because
That's
we all
good.
have our own personal assignments and our own personal purposes. And so my brand is just to help everybody to just be bold and being them, standing out and being free. And that's what the clothing will it will will be an example of. It's just to be you and be free. I started off with t-shirts, cutting up and bleaching and distressing t-shirts, but that never was just my end goal. That was just to get my name out there. The ultimate goal is to, like I said, create high-end fashion for all types of shapes, sizes, colors, gender, everything. So I am
That is
excited.
so dope.
Nice.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it. I had my very first fashion show in 2020, right before the pandemic started. But as far as with cutting clothes, distressing clothes, I've been doing it since I was probably 10 years old.
So actually, we have a clip. I'm gonna let you keep talking, but we do have a clip. Charlie, do you have that clip loaded? Of her very first fashion show.
Oh, yay.
Okay, just let me know
Love
when
it.
you're ready. Oh, you have it. Okay, just let me know when you're ready. I know you have something else. No, actually, I'll talk about this. I received my unique piece from Rihanna, and everybody loved it. It's a jean jacket, and I mean I didn't even think to bring it, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And I remember her telling me, y'all heard me call her that's my niecey poo. So okay, thank you. I remember her telling me, Auntie, everybody wanted this jacket, but no, it was even her mom, who I call sister, was like, nope. She was trying to take it from me, actually. Like, she was trying to take it before I could even get my hands on it. Because it's a beast, okay? When I say I should have brought it, but it is a beast. So we do have that clip that you guys can play.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They can say whatever. I'm a...
Oh.
Awesome.
So
I'm sorry,
I had the. You can play it at the end once she's going off. So I had the
She's
opportunity.
crying. She's gonna make me cry. Oh my god.
I had the pleasure of being at this fashion show, and it was dynamic. Okay, and like she said, no pieces were the same. It was amazing. Everything was freaking gorgeous. Like, everything. You would have not thought that was her first fashion show. I mean, the support she had from her family, the support she had from her spiritual family, you would not have thought that this was her first fashion show. It was packed to capacity, and it was done in excellence in every single piece. And this is not just me.
gosh.
This is not just me boasting because I know Brianna. This is, I promise you, anybody you can ask a stranger that was there. Every piece was immaculate.
Oh.
Love it.
Charlie is in my ear saying, sure was. His wife was there. Like, every piece was immaculate. So I'm happy to see you evolve the way that you have. And so with that being said, because we're talking about you evolving, tell us about this next level.
So, I have such an honor and a privilege, and I'm so sorry I had to cry because that's where I'm at in this walk of life, is living in the moment and embracing my next level, like you said. And it 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 blows my mind how God works, and to not, like you said, to sleep on ourselves. I feel like a lot of times we sleep on ourselves and we sleep on God as well. And so, with that being said, when I decided to not sleep on myself and to not sleep on God, He opened up a huge door for me. And I will be going to New York Fashion Week to present my
Yes.
clothing line,
Yes.
and my clothing brand. And it's been so much fun. I've been talking to the people down there and the models. I've had a privilege of meeting so many women from all around the world. Some models who got to model some of Nike's clothing for the Tokyo Olympics, and they will be wearing my
Wow.
brand, and they were honored to talk to me. So I'm just excited.
Absolutely.
That-
So I'm excited.
That is what y'all gotta say, cause I can do this. I can just be like all day. I can just be like, oh my gosh, Brianna. So let me hear what y'all gotta say.
My entire heart is like, I can feel her excitement, and because I can feel her excitement, it makes me want to cry, because I love to see women walk in their purpose and do what God orders them to. Woo, I gotta breathe, because it makes me want to shout too at the same time, right? So I'm just so like, I know we don't know each other, but I'm so proud of you for stepping out and doing something like, for you to be 23 and to have that much
Yeah.
confidence. As a 37-year-old woman, Brie, I'll let you know, I just found my confidence at like 36. You know what I mean? And being capable of saying, like, it's okay, this is what God wants me to do, this is who God called me to do, and not being ashamed of it. So the fact that you're 23 and you're tapped in and you know yourself, don't you ever let anybody take that away from you. I don't care what
That's
anybody
right.
says to
For
you.
real.
Everything coming to you is ordained by God, and you are going to do superb. I feel it, and I love it.
Right.
Oh,
Neat.
for real. And then the fact that you said, not sleeping on yourself and sleeping on God, I mean, you snapped. Because a lot of times for real, you really snapped, because a lot of times we do sleep on ourselves. And if we are chosen by God in order, when we are doing what God put in our spirit to do, that's who we are. And if you're actively walking in that, then you're going to be great. You're going to be successful. Things are going to start happening for you. You don't even understand how they're happening. Like, I'm not worthy enough of this. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You can't sleep on yourself, and you can't sleep. And it's, girl, sleep on God. I said, okay, girl, don't. Cause for real, people start wondering, like, why is this happening? When you start walking in your purpose and you start being obedient to who you really are, because nobody know who you really are. I'm different, she different, we all different on this
That's
on this little
right.
four leaf corners. When we start walking in our truth and who we really are, and not faking and shaking for nobody, and not dumbing down our light, then that's when the
That
things can
part.
start happening for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm just appreciative of you, like, just for saying that. Like, and I think that you're going to do great things. I know that you're doing great things. I know that you're going to do great things, and I'm proud of you too. Like, sis, like, for real. So keep going, keep striving, and I know I'm gonna see you at the B League. I need to holler at you for a long coat too. Yeah,
I'm
I
telling
ain't even
you.
joking.
I'm
I'm
telling
not
you.
even
Yes.
joking.
Listen, so
For
I
real.
wanna make sure that so we did get our website that's put up. Did you have anything that I know you're sitting outside, but did you have anything you want to show? Okay,
I'm sitting
perfect.
outside, but
Perfect.
I got some stuff from the last, because I got rid of majority of the stuff from my first collection, and I'm trying to hold off from showing anything new. But I do have some
That's
staple.
wisdom. That's wisdom.
Yeah, I do have some staple
Look at that.
things. I know these are a little messed up. These are some.
Listen.
Oh,
I'm
that's
Got the
cute.
So cute.
divinity on the
listen.
bottom, the DF
Oh, that's
here,
cute.
or over here. And then these jeans as well. They're different.
Hot.
Wait a minute. Now that might match my jacket.
Is
Right.
that a bird?
That is.
Yes, it's two
That-
birds.
I
oh.
like
Love it.
that.
And they are high
Oh, the
waisted.
And
little
the
The
bow.
rips
And
in
the
bow.
there.
bow.
So
And the
cute.
That's
frills.
so
Yes.
cute.
That was cute.
Yes.
Listen,
I,
I need a size 14, 16, please and thank you.
I
Okay.
got
Okay.
you.
What's the
Yes,
name of your
I
brand one more
got
time?
you.
Plug that one more time. What's the name of your brand one more time?
Divinity Fashion. Divinity
Divinity
Fashion.
Fashion.
Yep, and her
Yes.
website is at the bottom of the screen. She does have some. Her Facebook is. We do have that as well, but it's Divinity Fashion as well, and Instagram is _Divinity Fashion. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Also, Charlie, can you put up her flyer for the New York show, please? And then actually her brother is in the comments tagging her Facebook page as well. So you guys can
Yeah,
just click
brother.
there.
Awesome.
You know I had to tag your people in. Come on now. I got to tag your marketing crew in.
Right. Yes.
There she go. Can you hear us, Brianna?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
My
perfect.
mom is calling. Somebody should tag her. She is
I did. I
calling
tagged her. I tagged her. So can you show that flyer, Charlie, for me? Okay, okay, perfect. So Brianna, while we're waiting, because actually you touched on, we touched on some things that is definitely relevant for the topic. Today's topic is know your worth, and sometimes I kind of like put you guys on the spot and say, what is that? Does that entail to you? Know your worth. How much is your worth? How much? I'm sorry. Know your value. How much is your value worth to you?
Well, one, that's such a, Dewana, that's such a powerful question. That question is a lot of times people, I feel we get in the habit of, just going by day. We feel like we know your worth. It's easy. Like, oh, we're supposed to love ourselves. We're supposed to know how much we're worth. And then I hear a lot of people say, know your worth and then add tax. But when you actually talk about knowing your worth, it takes facing your dirty flaws as well, before you can even recognize really who you are. This is just one thing I will always say is you have to look at yourself and deal with the dirty, ugly parts of you. And that is how you'll begin to truly know your worth. Is what stifles us from really tapping into our authority, our purpose, and who God has called us to be, is that we don't take the time to deal with ourselves. Truly, we don't take the time to be honest with ourselves. And it's not more so being in a place of just facing your fears and facing your flaws, but also being accountable, and accepting them and moving on. And the reason why I said being accountable is because once you're accountable, you're able to truly move past it. A
Being
lot of times,
accountable.
like I said, I'm in my closing is I hear a lot of people keep saying it's me versus me, and I have to, and God began to deal with me and tell me it's no more of that me versus me. You have to begin to get over you and move forward so that you can walk into the now you, the now version. You can't no longer face your past. You're holding yourself back when you try to face your past. So I feel like everybody knows it's important to know your worth, but where I'm at in life and the season I've come out from and where I'm still growing and learning, because I know I still have some ugly sides of me. But in this new season is holding myself accountable and really walking in who God has called me to be so that I can truly, fully know my worth.
That's everybody
Bravo.
took that in.
Okay,
'Cause
we
that
can
was
close it out. Go
close it
ahead.
out. Let's
Listen,
let's wrap it up. you
preach the
know, you,
sermon, okay?
as I was driving here though, and then I'll let you go. I don't know if you have anything to do, so I don't want to just keep you. But as I was driving here, God said to me, He said, "Your value goes up with every
Oh,
season that you're in."
That's right.
And I was like,
That's good.
I said,
That's good.
okay, Lord. He said,
you
he
better
said, and
say
you, and
that.
he said, but he said, you have to act accordingly to that though,
Yes.
because we don't. We stay in the same place. He said that clear as day as I was driving here, and that's all the time. He always gives me, we fast and everything before the show and get ready for the show, but it's like usually not until I'm in the car driving here is when he gives me revelation on why he chose the topic. And he said that to me clear as day. Every season that you're in, your value goes up according to how you are, according to how
That's
you act,
good.
according to where you are, according to what you accept, according to how you follow me.
Yep.
And I was like,
Real.
oh, Lord, okay.
For real, because as we grow, we walking in our purpose, and if you're not
That's
walking in
right.
your purpose, you're still gonna accept what you used to accept. So your value, you
That's
feel like
right.
it don't go up. But like, I can just say off of what you said, I don't want to do that, but I'm just gonna do that. I did a show, right? And it was,
Hold on one second. Brianna, do
horrible.
you have to get off?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I
okay.
want to
We
stay
love
here
you.
so much.
Peace.
I'm still gonna
Bye,
make sure I
Bree.
rewatch, and I'm gonna follow you guys as well.
Thank
Thank you all for
you.
having me on here. It was
We,
so
Bye.
amazing.
we love
I
you.
love you all.
See you later.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Keep
See
being
you.
great,
Bye.
honey. Keep going.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Okay, go ahead, Nee.
No, I'm just gonna piggyback off of you. You have to know your worth, and and you got a tax. You know what I'm saying? You not the same. I'm not the
Mhm.
same person that I used to be. You're not the same person that you used to be. Oh, ain't the same person that she used to be. We're all striving to be better. So at the same time, you have to expect better. You can't
That's
allow
right.
That's
people
right.
to give you your old you. You know what I'm saying? When I
Mm,
was this, when I was that, then that was acceptable. But now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing those things, or I'm not that person anymore. So I can't accept that anymore.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
I
yeah.
not
won't
me trying to
accept
be
it
no type
anymore.
of way. I can't. I just can't. Physically, mentally, emotionally, I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's like people will try to bring that old you or try to throw your old past self in front of your face, but it's at the same time like that's not me anymore. You know, I
That's right.
appreciate the person that I was to survive that time that I was in. But at the same time, my worth, my value has gone up because I've experienced different things in order for my value to go up. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced different
Yeah.
things, so I've been through that. So my value is up a little bit more because, I'm not that anymore. And I've learned from that. So I've grown and that's added on to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was about to say that, but I don't feel like it was meant for me to say it. That's why you cut me off.
I
So
understand.
I'm going to be obedient.
That's right. So, oh, did you have something to say on that?
Yeah, I'll wait until we dive into our topic because
Are we
this
diving?
topic, well, yeah, this topic, what like it hit me hard when you sent it to me in a text message because, um, going through different seasons in life and trying to be obedient to what God wants you to be and what He has for you, and really tapping in and understanding who and what you are and what you are worth, not just to yourself, but in the sight of God, is something that I've been dealing with personally. And, like you said, you always want to be humble and you always want to um, downplay who you are and what you are. But I am learning that it's okay to vocalize and to bask in your greatness, to be authentically yourself, and to not be ashamed
That's right.
of the value that you hold for
Mm-hmm.
yourself and what you think of yourself. Because if you don't display that to yourself, other people are not going to grasp hold of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing to me. Nothing is coincidental, but it's amazing to me that at this time in my life that we would talk about something like this, because this is therapeutic for me to, hear your input, hear, a young woman, 23 years old. That's why I said, I'm 37, and just realizing like, no, I know what God says about Orion. I know how God feels about me, and I should also carry that same mindset and
Ooh,
value myself and understand my worth, because it's not always just what God thinks. What can sabotage you is what you don't think about
That's
yourself.
right. That
that's
part
You
right
know
absolutely
what
there.
I
right.
mean? We can listen
Absolutely.
to what other people say, and we can give compliment. People can give you compliments and accolades all day long, but you'll never be able to tap into it or appreciate it if you don't renew your mind and think those things about yourself.
I
Mm-hmm.
was actually, and then right after I finish talking, we're going to go to our next sister of the week and then come right back in. I was actually, I wasn't going to talk about this because I was like, I'm not bringing that up. But what you just said, you have to know your own value and your own worth enough
Mm-hmm.
to know that you have to know, like you said, God knows, but you have to know and not sabotage that and be and move forward in that. And people try to sabotage that all day, but when
Mm-hmm.
you know your self value, you know your worth. No one, not nothing that they can say, because I had an incident yesterday. Like I said, I wasn't really going to talk about it, and I'm not going to name names and things like that, but I had an incident yesterday where somebody tried to destroy me. Like
Mm.
a man tried to
So
destroy.
I saw. So I
He tried.
saw.
He came for me too. He came, and the things that he said. Not only was it a spirit talking. Not only was it spiritual. it was not only was it him, I should say this, not only was it him talking, but it also was a spiritual, it also was the enemy talking, trying to destroy me, trying to say, oh no, what he's saying, you need to accept that. What he's saying is true. Because one of the things he said is, he said, your home life ain't right. No, he don't know nothing about my home life.
Wow.
Okay.
What an intrusive comment.
He knows nothing. Okay, I got you.
Baby.
I got you.
Baby.
But here's
Baby.
the thing. You can't allow not another person, not yourself, nor the enemy. You have to be strong. You have to stand in what God said your value is, your worth is, and you have to move on that. Because everybody, okay, people are on assignments. It's what it is.
Mm-hmm. And so are you. And so are you.
That's why I said everybody.
Now,
everybody.
When you run in a race, you look back, you gonna fall.
That's right.
You gotta keep your head. You gotta keep your eye on the prize. No matter about anybody running behind you, they behind you.
That's right.
Leave them there. Leave them there. Because let me tell you something. When you bring them up and you bring them to the front, then they got a chance to run on you, run on your glory. Don't give them that, baby. We ain't doing that.
Listen, it didn't. I slept very well last night.
I know you did.
Very well. And here's the reason, because honestly, here's the thing though. Maybe 5 years ago, maybe some of the things could have pierced me. But I know too much that God has showed me about myself. I know the things that he has put in front of me. I know the visions that he has given me. Like I told that baby yesterday, I said, honey, my show is doing amazing, honey. Whatever you thought, you let that go. But had this been, and that's why I just say, know who you are. Yeah. Stand on who you are. Stand on who God says you are, and you move forward in that. Because you can't let anybody tell you what your value is, what your worth is. You can't I'm not gonna allow that. Because I know who I am.
People also, as a sidebar, when people project like that, because that is the proper term for it, when you're projecting all that negativity, and that self-doubt that you want to give to somebody else, what you are really doing is just showing how indicative it is for you, that you don't know your own worth and your own value. So now I have to take out my angst and my anxiety because I don't really know who I am as a man. Furthermore, I don't know why a man would feel perplexed or even confident enough to come and attack a woman, but we won't tackle that. It gives me, never mind, I'm gonna stop because Jesus
you feel the way me felt.
Okay, it screams cis vibes to me. Is what it screams.
On the nose.
Yeah, it screams cis vibes to me, and you would never ever feel comfortable or confident enough to be a man to come to me as a woman and tell me what my life is when you don't know me. What you need to do is take a time out of your day and pray and ask God to reveal to you who you are so that you can be in order. That's what you need to do.
You is ticked. But that's okay. Everybody needs
because I never ever understand why people subscribe to dumping their shortcomings and their feelings and projecting how they feel onto other people. Deal with your own baggage and your own stuff. That's not mine.
A lot of times people won't never do that. That's the hardest thing to do. The hardest thing to do is face your own self. So that's why everybody has to project. Because let me tell you something. What you can do is tell somebody else what they need to do.
Brianna just said that.
What you can do is tell somebody. But do you know the hardest thing to do is tell yourself no? The hardest thing to do is have discipline for yourself. The hardest thing to do is get yourself in order. So it's easier for me to tell you what you're not doing. It's easier for me to say what somebody else need to get together. It's easier for me to tell somebody else life ain't good. But I'm over here.
Okay.
Sad, depressed, hate myself, ain't put no self-love in, ain't drank no tea, ain't did nothing with my body, ain't gave myself nothing. Don't get me on it because I will go there, but I don't want to. This is a Christian show.
So I'm gonna ask
so you better let me be in peace.
I'm gonna ask a question to the audience. Well, I'm gonna ask a question to the audience, and while we go to our next sister of the week, because we actually have 2 sister of the weeks, I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and I want you guys to kind of ponder on it for a second, and then kind of put some things in the comment section, and then you guys also think about it. So, to you, what makes a person valuable? Okay. Now, think about it however you want to answer it, because it's what you think makes a person valuable. So we're going to move on to really quick to our next sister of the week. Charlie, please. So, all right, I can hear you. I can hear you guys. You ready?
Yeah.
Our next sister of the week is Brittany Starks.
Beautiful.
I don't know Brittany. Let me tell you guys, last night, I was scrolling Facebook, and I'm gonna tell this part really quick. I was scrolling Facebook, and I went on the watch video section, and her video came up. Her video made national coverage. Let's play the video.
It was supposed to be probably like 5 to 7 kids.
Brittany Starks offered to braid the hair of a few kids on their way back to school for free. She wasn't expecting how great the need would be.
I had a lady, she had 5 kids, she was living in a hotel, and she needed her kids' hair done. And I'm like, I kept getting stories like that, and I'm like, I can't stop.
Parents and guardians all over Nashville have reached out to Brittany on social media asking for her help. There is so much demand, she's had to enlist other braiders to donate their time. And it is a lot of time. Depending on hair length and the intricacy of the braiding pattern, getting a braided hairstyle can take several hours. Parents of school-age kids get that time back by having 4 to 8 weeks of not having to style their child's hair every morning before class. Professional hair braiding can cost anywhere from $100 to $400 or more per style. So far, Brittany and her team of braiders have saved dozens of parents thousands of dollars.
Sometimes your back hurt, your legs hurt, your hands hurt, your feet hurt.
Braiding can take a physical toll, but she continues for the kids. Brittany's generosity stems from knowing what it's like to receive. She says she was inspired to offer her braiding services when someone gave her children a backpack full of school supplies and clothing.
I was a struggling single mother. I've been homeless before. It meant something to give back.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Okay, so
I am all in the feels today.
So listen, so this young lady, her name is Brittany Starks, and she is from Nashville. Again, I don't know her. I just so happened to see the video, seen her name, reached out to her at about 2:30 in the morning. She was up, sent me a message back, and was like, yes, I'm honored. Okay, that's what it's about, though. You know, it's not always people you know that you shine a light on. Like the story, I know if it touched my heart, it touched you guys' heart, because for free, you know how long I can't braid a stitch. So to see, you know, you're doing this for multiple children, and that's what it's about, us shining lights on women, everyday women. She didn't know that this was going to happen to her life. Like, she was going to get national coverage, that people was going to be inside. That was an Inside Edition commercial. Inside Edition. Wow. Okay. So she didn't know, and all she was doing was using her gifts. That's it. That's all she was doing. She was using her gifts. So what she did is she used her gifts in private. Nobody knew, you know. She put that out privately amongst her community. And God said, okay, I'm going to reward you in public.
That's
Okay.
That's so dope.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. That's so awesome.
So I'm going to
Oh, I
read
love it
this.
so much.
I'm going to read what she sent me, because I was like, you know, tell me, because again, I don't know her. So I'm like, okay, so tell me about yourself. I said, you know, whatever you want me to read, go ahead, just send it to me. So I'm going to read it. My name is Brittany Starks. I am a single parent of 2. My mother was a single mother of 4 girls. We struggled most of our life moving from home to home every year. I ended up having my first child at 19, and then 2 years later, I got pregnant again with my son. While pregnant with my son, we were homeless. I finally found a home, and then my daughter was diagnosed with autism. Having a child with autism, asthma, and sleep apnea was very hard to deal with, especially as a single mother. In 2017, my daughter had scarlet fever, and it took a month to diagnose because it wasn't common. No one at the hospital knew what it was. I ended up losing my job, and eventually we lost our home. We had to stay with friends, so my family suggested I move to Nashville, Tennessee to get more help. I moved, and that's where my depression started to set in. I started to feel like no one loved me, no one cared about me, and I just had a hard life. Now, I'm going to pause right there. Let me tell y'all how God works. Honestly, our topic is what?
Your
What is
value.
your
No,
Oh.
that same thing ties into each
Same
other.
thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
And this is the things that she's talking about. Because let me tell you, God gonna change it for her. So it then says, no one cared about me, and I just had a hard life. I wanted to leave this earth, so I started planning my death. I started leaving little notes for my kids so they'll know that I love them. I got more life insurance so that someone will be able to take care of them. I was basically trying to make my last days with them something they would remember. Then 3 days before my birthday, I got into the worst car accident, and it almost took my life. At that very moment, I felt like God was telling me if I wanted to leave this earth, there was a different way for it to happen. And there was a way for it to happen, and I had no power to take my own life. God had bigger plans for me, and I haven't found my purpose in life yet. But while healing and thinking that I would never walk again, I started to encourage myself to help others because it makes me feel better. I started helping homeless people with food. Well, of course, I ended up in the same situation in between homes and living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't have money to get my kids school things or clothes. I was waiting until I got paid. Well, then a friend of the family came and gave me a book bag full of supplies and clothes for my kids to start school. I decided how I can get back to giving to get and gave for that same. I decided how I can get back to give that same feeling that I felt and how grateful I was to other parents. So I posted in Antioch, asking if there was any parents that needed their child's hair braided for school but could not afford it. I will do it for free, is what she posted. I'll do it for free. I know these parents was jumping up and down.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
thought
she
I
was
was
busy,
only
honey.
exactly. I thought I was only gonna get 5 to 7 kids, but I got 35.
Oh my gosh.
She got 35 kids. Of course, it was free.
Yeah.
Braids.
Yeah.
I have other braiders. I have other braiders, and I spent all of my time to get these kids hair braided for school. I seen how much the community appreciated what I was doing and how much of a need it is, so I am going to do it once a month for children all over Nashville, not just in her community, but for children all over Nashville.
God bless her.
First
You know
off,
what?
go ahead, Nee.
Go ahead.
Go. No.
Well, I want to say this. I want to say this, and I want people to understand how powerful the mind is. That's first of all, right? I just want to say that she was planning her death, so she had a car accident that almost did what? Took her out, right?
Took her life.
Right? But at the same time, when she started doing things that made her grateful, and she had gratitude, and she started feeling a positive feeling inside of herself, her life took a whole 180. You know what I'm saying? I just want to touch on that. Number one, first of all, she's amazing. First of all, for doing hair, because I know what it feels like to come from a black. I went to a public school. I didn't come from money. You know what I'm saying? I was grateful that my cousins did hair, because if they didn't, I would have been, probably one of the kids that got teased. You know, I would have probably been one of the unfortunate kids that, you know, and it's just really, really, I'm very grateful for this woman to give kids hairdo, you know, because everybody know, you know, you come to school with your hair, them are the kids that usually, unfortunately, get picked on. You know, so she's doing way more than she probably even understand or know.
That's right.
For these children. Yeah, for the parents, she's giving them a break, but for the children, what you doing for them too. You know, you got some, and I'm quite sure, and I've seen the braids, they crispy. They're crispy. So she's doing, you know what I'm saying? She's not doing no bang up job. They coming to school crispy, looking like something. When you get your hair done, when you get your hair done, you feel different. You know, so you present yourself
Giving you
differently.
self-worth,
you know,
about yourself.
Yes. Hello. Oh, thank you, honey.
Yes.
Oh, anyways, that's all I got.
That's amazing.
So I just take my hat off to her because, you know, like I said, this is what it's about. And just, you know, I'm amazed, you know, and I'm always amazed how God just puts people, you know, like, hey, this is your path now. No, okay. Like Nee said, you changed your mindset, so I'm changing your path. So that is just so incredible to me. And just to see, you know, I love to see people helping in the community. Not just women, but I love to see people helping in the community, okay? It just does something to me. Like, you just become, I don't care I don't care what type of person you are, what type of background, but when you get to helping people in the community, because that's a selfless act.
Yes.
It is.
That's
and
I'm loving it.
And like you said, you know, you doing it in private, but you're gonna be blessed in public.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, you know, people, they're doing it for the clout. You know what I'm saying? They doing it just to show people that I'm doing it for people. Look at that. Get the camera on it. Look what I'm doing. And it's kind of like, where is that coming from? And I ain't got I don't care how people get off. I don't care. But what I'm saying is, when you doing something from a great space,
that's right.
You ain't got no other choice but to be blessed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like you ain't getting your shine publicly. So it's like, you know, look at me. So that's the applaud you're going to get.
That's right.
And it's probably just going to be applause. But when you doing it in secrecy, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't doing it for the clout. God going to be like, listen, boom. Boom!
Exactly.
The rain.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like what you say this was? What is this that you were showing a clip of?
It's like national. That's Inside Edition.
Inside
Edition. National coverage.
Yo,
that's national syndicated.
That is that national.
And it's crazy though how God will take.
Come on,
you know, your
Charlie said now she got international.
Yeah, you know, like he took her depression and a hard time and segued that into her being a blessing to somebody else, which will in turn bless her spirit. You know what I mean? Like that is other work. Like that is top tier. You know what I'm saying? That's top tier blessings. It gets no better than that. When you know that you're paying God. Oh my God, I'm about to fall out. God heard your pain. Okay. He heard your pain and your angst, and he transcended that to greatness.
That's right.
And you know he did it. Nobody else can do that but the Lord.
Come on.
But I'm gonna stop.
Because all of these things fall right under our topic. It does.
That's amazing.
And what did we say before the show started? We said, honestly, we had questions. Written down to read off to you guys and to go over. But what we said at the beginning when you guys didn't even hear us on, we're going to let this free flow. Because that's how that everything that from Brianna, from DJ Shea Butter, from Brianna to Brittany Starks, all had their value and their worth, knowing their value, knowing their worth, their growth. And what Brianna say? She said, you have to face your flaws.
Okay.
Because then that's how the things start breaking up. God start breaking those things up so that you can move forward in your purpose. So now you can walk in the purpose. You're worthy of the purpose that he gave you. You're worthy
but
of it.
The thing is, The thing is, we've been worthy.
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm
You're
saying?
worthy.
Our
From
shadow,
the jump.
yeah, our shadow side. That's our shadow side. It serves a purpose as well. You know what I'm saying? Shadow side, lower self, ego. It's all the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And it gets us past different things. As long as you keep it in check,
That's right.
it serves a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once you embrace who you are as a whole, that's when you get the pass.
That's right.
Because once you trying to deny this and deny that and act like this don't exist and act like, oh, I ain't, this part of me ain't real. No, it's real.
That's right.
It's real because it's a part of you. And if you wouldn't, if it wasn't a part of you, wouldn't have that thought. Oh, you wouldn't have did it.
Come on.
Because there's some stuff that you just won't do. Right?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's some stuff that you never have done because that's not a part of you. But the stuff that you have done and the things that you have, they are a part of you. So once you embrace who you are as a whole, you are worthy and you understand I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some stuff I need to shake. Yeah, some stuff I wish I wouldn't have done, but you can't live your life in regrets. You have to know that you're worthy anyways, because guess what?
That's right.
Out of how many sperm cells, out of how many eggs, it was you that was chosen.
Come on.
You the one came forth. You worthy.
I love it.
We got to quit. And then when we talk about dimming that light, a lot of times we do that for other people so they won't feel bad.
That's right.
Yes,
we do.
indeed.
You know
That's
know how long I felt bad for getting a degree? Like, and people be like, I'm so proud of you. I'm like, I always dumb it down. Like, do you know how I was for a long time.
Come on.
I maxed it out, baby. Hello?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was really proud of myself for completing it. So why did I dim it down and why did I act like it was nothing when people told me that they were proud of me? Only because I didn't want nobody to think that I was better than them. And I still don't think that. I don't believe that. But at the same time, that's an accomplishment for me.
That's right.
But we dim our light for other
people.
Anyways.
If God thinks highly of you,
That's right.
who are you to say otherwise?
That's why that's why you have to know who God called you to be, and you have to stand on that no matter what you think, what your mind is telling you. You got to push past that. So one of the things before Nee does her spoken word, because we love when Nee does her spoken word. I want you guys in the comments. I want you guys to make a list of your personal values. Make it for yourself. You don't have to post it. Just make it for yourself, because a lot of times I think we like I said, what God told me is that with every season, your value goes up. So in this season that you're in now, make a list of your personal values, because you're in everybody's in a different season. Okay, no matter now whether or not you stagnant in that season or not, you in a season. So write a list of your personal values and then read them off. Okay, and see where you are. Okay, because like we continue to say, if God deems you worthy, you are worthy. If God sees your value, you got to say, okay, this is my value. My value ain't here. My value is here. And you got to make your way up to your value.
That's right.
All right. So, Nee, go ahead, do your spoken word. And then we're going to close out. So when she do her spoken word, you can come back to me, Charlie.
Okay, this piece is called Inspired. Inspired to inspire, I need this grind to take me higher. So I'm writing and ghosting the fire, praying for the flames to melt the wires, cause I'm tired of just dreaming. Success is always screaming, yelling that we meet, but I'm too anxious to keep my seat. Promises I've yet to see, $35 overdraft and fee, man, I done it again. Sharks on the side when I swim, crabs swim back in the bin. Jealousy is in the eyes of my kin, and you saw you're my friend, but I hear the hiss in your laugh. I was warned by snakes in the past, and I knew you never wanted to last. I try to be on my best behavior. When I'm behaving, when I'm not patient, you better get from around me, baby. Because I'm just saying, girl, just say it. I ain't trying to hurt no feelings, but I'm just saying, girl, all enough feeling. Adrenaline pumping like I'm Godzilla, and I'm spitting out this venom aiming straight for your mental. Thank you.
Yeah. Y'all stepping y'all fingers on our live? Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So really quick before we close out, I have to take time out to just let Nee know how much I appreciate you for coming, just saying yes. Okay, because it was destined for you to be on our show for the month of August. I don't know what God's strategy is on this, but I know that there's one, and so
Yeah.
I appreciate you saying yes, because a lot of times when there's a specific call at that moment in that season, sometimes we kind of second guess it because we're too busy. We got a lot going on. We already got projects
Yeah.
already going on, and I'm saying this out of experience. So we don't accept it, because we don't think that we have time, or we don't think that it's for us, or whatever it could be. So I appreciate you just accepting the call of yes, because you were destined to be on My Sister Circle for the month of August. I don't know again
Absolutely.
what the strategy is, but I'm grateful that you were here
Yes.
with us. Like, it's
I
amazing.
thank you for asking.
It was just
For real.
it was the dopest thing to have, your best friend of 20 plus years to do, something you love to do, and to be a part of the vision. So I'm blessed by that. Like, really, really blessed every week that you've
Yeah.
been with us. Definitely blessed by it.
I'm gonna say this.
Absolutely.
You've always been there for me if I ever needed anything. So how could I not come through when you ask me to do something? I don't care if I am busy. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't, you always come through for me. In college, I didn't have nothing. It was some days I didn't even have water to drink. You know what I'm saying? Not because my mom, I just didn't want to tell nobody
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
was going through. You know what I'm saying? But you sent me money. You was there for me. So how could I not come through for you? Always, and I'll always do it.
I love you.
Always do it. I love you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys. Sorry for making you
No.
cry, Charlie. I'm talking to Charlie. Charlie, like, you guys are making me cry today.
Okay, I'm getting emotional, but I'm a thug, so I gotta.
That's right. Suck it on
No,
up.
I got
All right, guys.
Maya.
Did you have anything to say before we close out?
I do. I want to say something to Nee. Nee,
Okay.
I don't know you personally, but I feel like I've grown
Actually,
to
you
know
do now.
and I do now, and I love you, and I appreciate you, and you have brought a very beautiful dynamic to My Sister Circle, and I am praying that you will be a fixture with us.
Come on.
Because I feel a very good vibration from all of this, and I think the Lord's going to tell us, and I'm in great anticipation of what his answer will be. But I've enjoyed you. You have inspired me, and I love you.
Well,
I love you too,
we do have that coming up next month.
Yeah.
No, is that next month? Yeah.
Next month.
Next month. At the end of September, with Nee. So, we'll be back together again, and actually we'll be together.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's amazing. Anyway,
Together.
so listen, everybody that's watching, we thank you for watching. Everybody already know I've been kind of pumping our sponsorship and advertising things all week. So, if you guys are interested in sponsoring, being a sponsor, having a commercial, advertising, anything like that, or if you just want to donate, we had so many donations this week. I'm listen.
Yeah.
People was
They tryna flew
donating.
me out.
People was donating, and it was amazing. And I told Charlie. Charlie and I had a discussion about something for the studio, and I was like, okay, I'll donate. And I was like, well, it's all. I said, I got like $30 worth of donations. I looked I opened the Sister Circle up because it's not connected to I have to go actually in there because it doesn't alarm me. I turned that off. I don't know why. But I went in there, and it was much more. People have been donating since like early June.
Awesome.
And I had no idea.
That's amazing.
I had no clue. So the Cash App is on the screen if you guys want to donate, and nothing is too less, okay? So whatever, nothing is too much either. So, whatever it is that your heart's desire that you want to donate to My Sister Circle, please donate that. And I'm just excited to move forward, and not letting my light be dimmed by anybody. So I'm just excited to move on and move forward and move in what God has for my sister circle. So you guys remember, there's no competition in sisterhood, and always be willing to fix your sister's crown. Good night, guys. That's right. Fix it.